Hello, everyone, and welcome in once again. It is time for Dee IceCats hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here as we are coming to you live from the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in Binghamton, New York, where tonight the Black Bears hosting your Dee IceCats for the first of two in a back-to-back on the weekend series. And the IceCats getting up here a little bit earlier, and I'll tell you what, wasn't as dicey as perhaps you might have thought. Certainly a long trip to get up here, but I will tell you this. I do know that it could get interesting weather-wise tomorrow night, maybe into Sunday morning after the game. Not only up here, but I know down there, everybody, first and foremost, I just want to encourage everybody, please be as safe as possible. If you don't need to go out, and especially if it's icy, you do not need to go out. Just stay in, watch some hockey with us here as PD taking on Binghamton tonight and tomorrow night. 7 o'clock puck drop, so we're dropping it at the top of the hour. Just wish everybody well, and hey, you know what? Don't forget, it's going to all disappear in a couple of days anyway. So, with that in the backdrop, we come into tonight's game with PD. 11, 16, 3-0-0, 36 points on the season. And that ties them for fourth in the Continental Division with the Twin City Thunderbirds, also at 36 points. Meanwhile, Binghamton leading the Empire and the FPHL, 85 points on the year. They're 27, 3-0-0, and 2. That is correct. They have only lost 3 times in regulation. 27 regulation wins for this Binghamton Black Bears team. So they haven't been challenged by a whole lot. Their gap from first to second in the Empire Division is 30 points. 85 down to 55 for Port Huron in second place. It is a massive gap in the Empire, and Binghamton is the class. And so that's what you're going up against here this weekend. And measuring stick, perhaps, a chance to really see where you stand. This is the team, back-to-back championships in 2024 and 2025. This is the bar. This is the team you need to beat. And so if you're the Dee IceCats, this is your measuring stick. You find out tonight, how do you match up against the team that has won those back-to-back titles? How do you match up against the team that is, again, head and shoulders above everybody else in the FPHL? This is where you need to be. And so I think this is a good season, a good series to have at this part of the season. It's January. There's still plenty of time for improvement or changes if you feel they're necessary, or perhaps you find a little something out about yourself here tonight as a hockey team. You find out maybe you've got a little bit more in the tank than you thought you did. Maybe you find out certain players step up against the highest level of competition that the FPHL has to offer. You will discover a lot about the players on this team, about the coach, about everybody, maybe even about me. Who knows? By the time we get to the end of the weekend. And I think that's exciting. I think as an IceCats fan, you have to relish that chance to go against the best. I certainly think you get better by playing against teams that are better. I don't think you get better by playing against the weaker teams all the time. I think you need to challenge yourself. And that is what they're going to have to do this weekend here. That Dee IceCats team has to say, no matter what the record is, no matter what we've done to this point in the season, and again, this is a different team from the one we left training camp with. There have been a lot of changes on this roster, and it's on them to look at themselves and say, this is the assembled group we have. What can we do? What is the best hockey we can play with this roster? And hopefully we find that out here this weekend. Also, I want to mention it is inverse night, possibly even inverse weekend for Binghamton, which means their typical green and black. So the way it was explained to me, their typical green and black has been swapped for teal and purple. The reason being, on a color wheel, if you know what one of those is, on a color wheel, the opposite colors, apparently, of their black and green is teal and purple. So they're going, it's inverse night, and if you tune in expecting to see green and black, you will be disappointed. They are wearing white jerseys with teal and purple accents and a different kind of branded B logo. So just a heads up on that. That's why PD, by the way, is going to wear the navy blue script jerseys here tonight. So, all right, time for us to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a chat with head coach Gary Graham, and then we're getting ready to drop the puck on this one. Binghamton and PD coming your way less than 10 minutes away. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back before tonight's game, the IceCats in Binghamton. A little bit different opponent here. Gary Graham, head coach, joining us here. First of all, Gary, it is different, right? Continental to Empire Division, but I mean, Binghamton, clearly the class of the Empire. We've got to start by talking about these guys. Are they that different from the rest of the league in style, and what's the difference?
Well, class of the Empire, the class of the league. I mean, you don't be winning that many championships in a row without having kind of the secret sauce. And you got to tip your hats to management, to their head coach Jersey, who's done a very good job. They have an older group of guys that really know how to set that culture in there, and then the young guys come in. And then when you got the right older guys to kind of teach that culture, they can have a lot of success. And you say, I think they've only lost 3 times in regulation this year. So their special teams are at the top of the league. They're the best defensive team in the league, 5-on-5. So they're pretty much at the top of every stat category you could possibly imagine for a reason. So it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Well, I imagine you look at these guys. Is it a case of it's not just focusing on taking away one line or maybe one star player? It's just, are they just that much deeper?
Well, we just got to have a game plan. I mean, they do some things very well. There's some things that we like to expose, and just making sure that we understand our game plan and stick to it. You know, the biggest thing with this group is there's such a fast transition offense team. They can absolutely kill you off the rush. And if you don't take care of the puck through the neutral zone, it's going to be a long night for you. That's where they get a lot of their counter, like off of turnovers or counter transition game. They score a lot off the rush. They get you chasing the play. That's where they draw a lot of their power plays, is they get you in a bad situation where you got a back check and you're hooking, holding, grasping, trying to make sure you get back in the zone after you turn it over. So we just got to do a good job of making sure we keep them pinned in their own end. Hopefully we can establish some good zone time. Again, every coach will tell you the same thing, cliche, your best defense is a good offense. If we can hold on to pucks, play more of a possession game, make them chase us, it's going to be better for us overall.
So the changes continue here with the roster. I know you're still mixing and matching some guys in. Divine Apollon is a new guy that comes in this week. First of all, do we see him this weekend?
As of right now, I'll let you know tonight. We'll see.
So that game time decision.
Game time decision.
It's been a while since we've had one of those. But knowing that and kind of still looking at this mix, we're in January now. Do you feel like the roster's where you need it to be? Do you still feel like there's a little bit that you need to do?
I really like where our roster's at right now. I think, this is probably the happiest I've been with it in a while. But again, you're only as good as your next game. We can be happy with the way we played over the weekend. Disappointing to lose that game Friday night in the last 5 minutes after we played so good. But, we just have to keep understanding what our identity is, how we have to play for 60 minutes in order to give ourselves success. When we break off of those things and don't understand who we are and what our makeup is, that's when we get into trouble.
Well, let's wrap it all up with the keys to the game tonight.
Discipline. The biggest thing is this is the least penalized team in the league. They're not an overly physical team. They're not a goon team. They want to play hockey, and they have the #1 power play in the league. So we got to make sure that we stay out of the crap and make sure we try to play this thing 5-on-5. And then again, when they do get power play opportunities, we got to be dialed in, make sure we get those kills. We need to play a puck possession game. We have to try to maximize our puck possession, force a team that's highly offensive to have to play defense, which they don't like to do, and typically they don't have to do a lot based on watching film on them. So, if we can make them uncomfortable and have to do something they're not used to doing, typically there's some breakdowns and maybe we can have some success that way.
All right, Gary, best of luck. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tom.
Back with a drop of the puck in just a moment. Binghamton and PD, this is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trusted team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer. Serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture. Affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats, to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California.
I want fajitas Cancun. I get burrito from Terra.
Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing.
Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved.
Pause PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back just in time for tonight's national anthem, presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson. All right, anthem in the books. We're getting ready to go. Thanks for tuning into the Powers Properties pregame show. Before we go any further, though, we have to pause 10 seconds along the network for station identification. And we are back here at the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Tom Callahan here with you. And so your first period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers. Starting lineups tonight presented by Seminar Brewing. It's going to be Parker Rutherford coming off that big 5-1 win last weekend, getting the nod in net again here tonight wearing number 30. He's 1-3-0-0 on the season with a 5.0 goals against, 889 save percentage. Although hopefully for PD and certainly for Parker, I know those numbers will improve rather quickly here as he gets a little more comfortable in that IceCats net. Defensively, starting for the IceCats here tonight, Xavier Abdella will be paired along with Charlie Bedard. Up front, it's going to be Dennis Zychik along with Trevor Lord and Petrix Marcinkevics. Taking him a little extra minute here to get the carpet rolled up there from the anthem here tonight. Dominic Timay is getting the start in net for the Binghamton Black Bears. 15-1-0 with a 1.76 goals against average and a 936 save percentage. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be an easy game here tonight for this PD IceCats team, but as I said in the pregame show, this is the test. You want to know how good you are? You want to know how you rank against the top team in the league? This is it. This weekend, tonight, tomorrow night, you get to find those things out for yourself and, kind of measure yourself. Hey, you want to win a championship in this league? This team has done it the last 2 years in a row. And so that's going to be the important, I think, thing for them to take away. And you know what? PD comes in here knowing that they played Athens well. They have played well when their effort is there. This is a very hard team to beat. But as you heard Gary Graham say, and I think a lot of the points Gary was making can kind of be distilled down to don't beat yourself. Stick with the system, stay on the right side of the puck, and hustle. Move your feet. Don't give up. Don't take those hooking and holding penalties because Binghamton's going to make you try to do that. Don't fall for it. And they're cleaning up a little bit of the what I'll call rug debris from those mats they had out there on the ice. It looks like there's still a little bit of the rubber from those rugs down there, so they're going to have to grab a squeegee real quick here and go ahead and clean that off. There was both a middle school band on one side, and then on the other side there was a middle school chorus that before we came back, they gave us their rendition of God Bless America. So there was quite a few kids out there and just a lot of people standing on those rubber mats. And sometimes if you don't have the right backing on the mats, it can get stuck to the ice, especially if it's out there for a little bit. But this does give me a chance to tell you that PD IceCats Hockey is brought to you by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher, by XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner, by Celsius, the official energy drink, by Pepsi, the official soft drink, and Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders, by Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official official medical provider, McLeod Fitness Center, official workout facility, by Gorgeous Distilling Company, the official distillery, and Powers Properties, the official housing partner. Want to say hi to everybody that is staying home, as Uncle Scotty told you to do. Scott Brand told you on Facebook, hey, everybody, stay in, hang out with me tonight. And, of course, Aiden alongside here. He is the Robin to my Batman, although I don't know if he's going to put on the uniform. But we'll bring you both games here this weekend. I hope everybody stays safe, stays indoors, and we're underway. PD will control the opening faceoff as they go left to right on your radio dial here. And up the right side check with a pass to the back door for Lord, and he almost was able to get a stick on it. PD moving in quickly, a shot towards the slot. That one is bounced away, and now it'll be taken out by Binghamton up the right side. They dump it in. Around to the wall, Bedard will go back after it, play it off the glass. On the left side, that's cut off by Kirkby. At the left point, D'Orazio playing it around behind the net. Abdullah sending it up the near side to Lord. Chipped out of there by Zajac. Down the ice it goes, chased by D'Orazio. 40 seconds in. Scoreless here in Binghamton. This is the only time these two teams will go head-to-head in the regular season. And, of course, because this is PD's first season in the league, there is no previous history. There's Marcinkiewicz. That's Dominic's on the left side. All the way to the right wing. Takes a pretty heavy whack there. Moves the puck onto the right side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz stepped back in, but offside. Houston Wilson didn't quite clear the zone in time.
Get your 50-50 raffle tickets at the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club table on the main concourse. 50-50 tickets benefit the Booster Club.
Faceoff will come right back outside. That Binghamton blue line just 101 into the first period.
And the winner will be selected during the second period. Good luck.
Wilson kicked it over. Dominic Marcinkiewicz. He'll play it back. Razilov on the left side. Della Savita, by the way, wearing 3, not 4 tonight. Dominic Marcinkiewicz in on the left side, leaves it to the point. A shot that is blocked. Goes around to the far side corner. Jansen with the outlet pass, scooped up off the glass and out to center there by Laughlin. And that one will go down for an icing call. Faceoff will come back into the Binghamton end of things here. Pretty good start for PD, especially with the long bus trip in there. Sometimes teams, well, you look like you just got off the bus. But able to get in here yesterday, get a good night's sleep, get a morning skate today, which was important. And coming out with some energy here. Here's Wilson tied up on the face-off. Into the right side, Houston Wilson in towards the slot. Marcinkiewicz can't get a shot away as he had a stick tied up. And it'll be backhanded out to center there by Sargis. Razilov quickly back ahead. Charging in on the left wing side, Legkov. Legkov stops on the wall, tried to get it in front. Didn't get through to Marcinkiewicz. Left point, Miguel Diaz arrives on the change, sends it behind the net. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, right side, Wilson. Wilson off the side of the net, it kicked right back at him. Swung around to the left point again, Miguel Diaz. Long shot in and a glove save for Time.
Hey fans, don't forget to stop by the
He'll hang on for a face-off to his right, 1:57 into the first period.
Brewing is a proud sponsor of the Binghamton Black Bears. Fans 21 and over, of course.
Good start here. I actually really like this first 2 minutes out of PD here. On the road, getting some chances, keeping pucks in. They win this face-off. See if they can do anything with it. Binghamton trying to push ahead out of the circle, and the Black Bears are indeed able to clear the puck back towards the PD end of things. Weber trying to dump it in, knocked down, high stick, no. They wave it off. Gilbert will push ahead after it. They'll force Yates all the way around the right side. And now Binghamton trying to reverse to the near wing. Good forecheck. 3 men in deep right now for PD. And that forces Binghamton just to pop it out to center. Miguel Diaz, speaking of which, paired with Popoff as that puck is tipped out of play. Went off the stick there of Frolov and about 6-7 rows up.
If your Black Bears score 5 goals in tonight's game, everyone in
Little freebie for you there. To a fan from Vestal, New York. .234 into the first period. Scoreless draw so far, and again, Binghamton will win this face-off back. I suppose one of the added advantages to these teams not having seen each other, as Bondarenko up the left side trying to filter that puck in front, is if you're PD, all Binghamton really knows of you is your record, and maybe they've watched some film, but you do have the potential advantage of them looking past you or underrating you a little bit. And certainly this is a team in flux and changing as they go here. Certainly improving as they go. Binghamton trying to get their first chance of the game. There's a shot for the point save made. Rutherford rebound is free in front. Bouncing puck cleared away to the wall. Kirkby couldn't get it to go. Left point. DeRossio shot is blocked. Sent around the boards. Lord stretching for it. Can't get it out. Binghamton able to keep it down low into the slot. Kirkby feeds it to the left point. In with a chance of shot, and that is ripped high by DeRossio. It goes off the top of the dasher and into the netting. And so we'll get a whistle. Now to get PD a chance to change things up here. Face off coming up to the right of the IceCats goal. Second consecutive start for Parker Rutherford since coming over. And the puck taken up by Jansen. He tried to walk across, get a shot. He was knocked down on the play there by Della Savita. Puck ends up in the left side corner. Now left point, Laughlin over to the right. One-time shot, save Rutherford. And the rebound cleared ahead. Up the right wing, here's Legkov. Legkov charging in, stops, sends it into the slot, tipped down by Wilson. Dominic Marcinkiewicz to Wilson. Wilson looking into the slot, can't get one through. Now tries a shot, save made. Rebound, they score! Dominic Marcinkiewicz! Wilson shot, punched out off the blocker of Timmy, and it was right there in front for Marcinkiewicz to jump all over it and put that one away. A great start for the PD IceCats. You could not ask for more than what they've done here in this first 3 minutes and 54 seconds. So a great start here, and for Dominic Marcinkiewicz, that's his 16th goal of the year. And again, I feel like Binghamton's off to a sluggish start to the advantage of the IceCats. Maybe underestimating this team a little bit. So now let's see what this team can do here if they can keep it going. We've got at least one IceCats fan down there. Actually, I did see a couple IceCats jerseys here. Want to say that. I do see some representation here in the crowd, so that's cool to see people who have either made the trip up or down, perhaps, from Canada, because think about it, for a lot of the Canadian parents, this is the closest possible trip they can make. Puck in the Binghamton end, but they're able to move this one out to center. However, taken away at center. Nice job on the back check by Zajac. Tip through center, deflected behind Lord, and now rushing it the other way. Here comes Binghamton in on the right side. Puck hooked right in front. Oh my, that went off Bedard and just wide. Stone just threw it to the front of the net, and it's a good thing the deflection missed. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz into the right wing corner. Lord up there after it. He'll put a shoulder in. Puck free to Zajac on the far side wall towards the left point. Clipped along, and now a 2-on-1 developing. Up the right wing side. Stubbs moving in, feeds it across. The feed back never got through. Great defensive play there as it's cleared out. No knockdown by a high stick, but we'll end up with a whistle. But a great defensive play. Back on that 2-on-1. What a job there by Bedard. Getting back, laying out, and between he and Rutherford, they played that one absolute aces. 1-0. PD in the lead, 5:27 into the first period. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20. You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 1-0 PD early in the first period, just about 5.5 minutes into it here. Binghamton trying to work it up the right side here. There's a pass down low by Stubbs. A backhand try up over top of the net by Kirkby. I believe Rutherford got a piece of that with the glove around to the left point. D'Orazio trying to keep it in. Left side corner, Houston Wilson back to help out here, and he'll skate ahead with the puck. Outlet to center, Razilov ahead, Dominik Marcinkiewicz in, flips it across, looking for Legkov. Legkov in a pile, sends it in front, slapped right back out, hit Legkov though, stays on the left side. Legkov left wing corner, pinned up on the boards, Marcinkiewicz down, puck cycled behind the net, D'Orazio ends up with it instead. And he'll leave it off onto the right wing, a lead there from Stone. Is punched right back away from Bondarenko. PD's doing a great job right now, not only on the forecheck, but also in the neutral zone. Black Bears, and now they force a turnover. Centering attempt never got through to Gilbert. And back the other way, Stubbs onto the right side, Bondarenko. Right wing, stops top of the circle. Cuts across the blue line, a little misgive there at the line, and Frolov away with it. Gilbert, left side, and McGill Diaz was ahead, but I don't think anybody knew that. He would have been in by himself if they'd have been able to, but it would have been a difficult pass. Gilbert almost picks one off in the Binghamton end. Now back on the right side, here's Jansen. Wide, in front, that goes right across the front of the net, out the other side. Puck to the left point, Anderson swings it on to the right point. Penalty coming, shot coming, and a right pad save. That puck went into the netting. Where's the whistle? There we go. Well, it's because it was touched up by the IceCats. And a hooking call coming up against, it looks like McGill Diaz. Well, this was one of the things that we talked about, was staying out of the box was a key, a big key for this team. Because Binghamton is tops in power play and penalty kill. Their power play clicking at 28.2%, whereas the IceCats penalty kill at 81.2%, which is right mid-pack, 7th in the 14-team league. So now, here's Dominik Marcinkiewicz away right off the shorthanded burst. In with a backhand, tipped wide. Wilson over after the puck, and he'll float it back down the ice, kill some time here. I was just about to mention, don't forget, PD leads the league in shorthanded goals. They have 11, and here's Wilson looking for a chance. The puck bounced away at the last moment. Yates, left side, he'll work it in, throw it around behind the net. Onto the right half wall. Binghamton trying to go to work, setting it up. 30 seconds gone in the power play. First power play for either side in the game. 1-0 PD. 7:45 into this opening frame. D'Orazio up top. Right side circle. Stubbs. Stubbs looking for a little help back there. Got pinned off on the wall, and it's flipped down the ice by Bedard. Timmy out to leave it there. D'Orazio up the right side. We'll try to wheel it through center, and now it's turned over. And on the winger side, He's got help in the slot, feeds it across, a shot, and a save. Oh, puck rolls in behind the goaltender. They jam away, and Timmy able to reach back and get it. Carl had a great point-blank chance, and that one actually snuck through the right arm and the body of the goaltender, Timmy, but as it was rolling towards the net, he was able to spin around and grab it. Oh, no, actually, as we get a look at that one from the replay, that hit the goalpost. So it did beat him on the blocker side, actually hit the pipe and came back out. Wow. Binghamton will bring it ahead. And again, so close to that 12th shorthanded goal for PD. Here's Carl tying it up on the far side. Time ticking down here in this power play to 30 seconds now as the puck sent to center and then jammed the rest of the way down. Well, Zajac actually jammed it right into the Binghamton bench. Boy, PD has done a great job of just flattening this crowd, not letting the energy get up in this building at all. They've done a fantastic job here. This is really, a dream first 5-10 minute start here on the road. This is fantastic. But now they need to do it for another 51 and change here. Left side, Sargis with a pass to the right side. Binghamton in with a tip in on goal. Rutherford the save, and he hangs on to the rebound. Face-off will stay inside the IceCats' end of things here. Puck is picked up by Binghamton. Left point Bondarenko. Middle of the blue line. Stone feeds it over to the right side. Wrist shot coming. Save made. Rebound is cleared. A bouncer right up the slot to the line, and it will drift out just as Miguel Diaz out of the box. And so they've killed off the first one against. Nice job by PD. And now on the wing, here's a pass. Legkov deflecting it on. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz and wrist shot. Save Time, and they'll hold on. And he will force a face-off at the Binghamton end, but again, good job by the IceCats. They're getting pucks to the net. They're going after potential rebounds, trying to chase it right in there. The other thing I really like, too, is that they're forcing the goaltender to hold on to the pucks and getting themselves an offensive zone draw out of it, which is tied up right now in that far circle. Legkov knocked down. Binghamton away with the puck. They'll dump into the right wing side, into the corner, chasing it down. Shanker. Near side, Miguel Diaz trying to play it around. Legkov will just swing it to an open wing and down. And that one goes right through the goal crease, just wide of the post. So close to not being icing, but it was. Face off all the way back down now to the left of the IceCats goal. 12 seconds shy of this halfway mark of the opening frame. Puck ends up in the far wall. Miguel Diaz trying to play it up the boards. It'll be kept at the right point by Anderson. Slide it around behind the net. Left point. Laughlin moving across. Shot through traffic. Oh, dangerous tip in front. Just missed. Now there's a chance. Bondarenko point blank, and he's stopped by Rutherford. Fed to the far side. Dominic Smarcinkiewicz will pull that one back into the corner. Put it right in front of his own net. Tipped away by Rutherford calmly. And ahead comes Legkov up the right side. He's got help. Feeds it across. Wilson has a chance. His shot tried to go 5-hole. That was shut down. Now a chance clear to the line. Not out. Good read there. A quick read by Della Savita. He poked it the other way, and that broke up the rush enough. Stubbs trying to walk through the D. He's caught from behind and knocked down. A little flipper to the line that does bounce out and is fired right back in by Binghamton. PD will change it up. They'll reset their breakout here. Boy, already you could feel this crowd is restless. 9:09 to go in the first. They are not used to the Black Bears trailing at 1-0 here. And Binghamton just not really able to do what they want here as Patrick Smarcinkiewicz will dump it into the left side corner. Cerrone after it, and now that one bounced ahead, and it does come out to center and deflected down. No icing here. And right in on goal, Rutherford says, I'm going to hold that to get us to a break. 8:48 to go in the first. 1-0 PD. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. First period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers. 1-0, PD in the lead, 8:48 to go here in this opening frame. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, the goal scorer from Legkov and Wilson, an even strength marker, just 3:54 into the game. Shots 8-6 in favor of Binghamton. But I think that might be a little off. PD has done a great job so far in this game. There's a hand pass whistled down. But PD has done a great job in this game. Pressuring, forechecking, clogging up the neutral zone. Really keeping Binghamton from doing what they want to do, which is move the puck north-south very quickly. Just not letting them accomplish that. Face-off here will be to the left of the Binghamton net. At the right point, that one will be sent around by Della Savita. Zajic tied up, pass ahead off Lord, and it's cleared through center. A bouncer right in on goal. Rutherford will just catch it on the bounce. Interesting already. Garrett Sargis was looking for that breakaway pass all the way at the far blue line. So Binghamton is trying to break that coverage in that neutral zone clog by stretching a guy for a pass and then having to pull a defender back, obviously, to stay with him. So this is interesting. We'll see if this continues this way through the evening. Face off to the left of Rutherford. To the point, kept in by Binghamton. A shot there goes wide of the net on a deflection. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to move it away. Not out of the zone. Lord has to come back for it. He'll circle all the way behind his own net. Banks it up the right side. Zajic pushing on to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz moving in. He's got room in the slot over, and the flip pass for Lord went behind him. Back to the way Binghamton up on the right wing. Sargis trying to bull his way through. Great job by Abdullah. Just got in the way, and he had nowhere to go. Puck ahead was in the skates of Lord. Didn't see it. Bouncing around at center ice right now. Binghamton just sends it in from the stripe there. Jansen will head to the bench for a change. Here's Bedard. Winning the race to the puck back in his own end. Gilbert on the near side. Moving it ahead, and Anderson will throw it right back in. Rutherford deflects it behind the net. Bedard will bring it ahead. 7.5 to go with the first. It's 1-0. PD in the lead. IceCats wheeling it in on the right wing side. Here's a chance. Frolov to the right point. Bedard back down low. Bank behind the net. Gilbert, a wraparound attempt. Couldn't get it to go. Second attempt. That one is blocked away by Timmy with the goal stick. Puck right to the side of the net, and he'll just freeze it this time. Trap it against the cage with his stick. And again, another offensive zone draw here from the PD IceCats.
That's what I look like when I wake up. You don't want to look like that every day. So stop by Studio 11. Get a haircut or get a real job.
Face-off will come to the right of the I Have Not Heard This George Thorogood song in a minute or two. Draw one back. Quick shot, and that one is tipped up over top of the net. Frolov let it go. There's too much traffic there on the way through. Back at his own end, Miguel Diaz banks it back out to center. Anderson will regroup all the way in his own end for Binghamton. Long pass missed. That should be icing. And it is, as Miguel Diaz back on the touch there. 6:54 to go here in this first period. Got a couple of folks up and doing the hot to go here. Hup, now there's more. Face off to the left of the Binghamton net. One back towards Anderson as Wilson tried to go flying in there. Up top, Legkov keeps it in for a moment. Binghamton trying to regroup quickly here. And again, three men inside the blue line for PD as the puck flipped off the glass. And I mean, barely. That was almost delay a game right there. Legkov knocked down, but Wilson back in with the puck. Houston Wilson cutting in towards the goal. To the forehand backhand. Puck in the crease. Still free. Oh, quick whistle. quick whistle. Tomei did not have that puck covered right away, but play got blown dead. He did eventually come up with it anyway, would have gotten the whistle, but I don't know if that discouraged PD from trying to get to that one. 1-0. IceCats in the lead. Draw to the left of the Binghamton goal. Zajac tying it up against Kirkby, and it is swung just out to center. Dump back in by PD on the left side. Here's Lord off his skate to Zajac. Zajac to the right point. Stretching for it to keep it in. Della Savita sends it down low. A shot sent wide by Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Lord on the left side around Zajac. Feeds it around the rim. Down for the right point again. Della Savita decided not to pinch. Bondarenko beat him to the puck. Binghamton trying to regroup and go up the right side here. Just trying to find a way to break this pressure. And they are missing passes in their own end. And now they cough it up. Weber turns it over. A bouncer in the slot. Zajac couldn't settle it down. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on the right side. Tried to send it to the point. It went off Bondarenko and out to center. Now here's Weber stepping into the play. Left side. He'll carry wide. Centering feed. That one went behind the intended target. Zajac with a one-hand chop. Puck up in the air. Bounces away to the far side wall. Lord will swing it out of the zone. And, well, they call it a hand pass, but it was in the defensive zone. And the referee tried to wash it out, but if nothing else, they're keeping the face-off inside. If nothing else, they should move that face-off outside the zone, but I don't think they will. Nick Gullo having a discussion with the ref about probably just that. That's why Lord wants to know, and he just hopped off the bench. Why is the face-off not outside if the referee washed out the hand pass? And I agree. That face-off should be moved outside the zone because PD cleared the puck out to center. But it is to the left of Rutherford. And Binghamton wins the face-off. Puck at the right point, a shot by Stone. That one flutters to the glass. Gullo picking it up. On the left side, trying to move it ahead. Stone cuts it off down from the right point. Walks into the slot. A backhand. Rutherford the save, and he holds on. No rebound available there. Boy, you look at all the great championship banners and the Raptors here in Binghamton. We'll talk about those here as the night goes on. As PD will push that puck out off the faceoff. Gilbert floats it into the far side corner. And you got to stay tuned for this story. I actually, for one night and one night only, was the voice of a Binghamton hockey team. I'll tell you that one a little bit later on. So right now, the Black Bears moving it up the left side. DeRozio dumping it into the far side corner. Around behind the net. Puck tied up. Back to the left point and chipped at. And nice job by Carl to get it out there. Jansen loops it right back in. Right side walks in. Off angle chance. Rutherford the save out on the angle and he hangs on. 4:41 to go in the first period. It's 1-0. Dominic Marcinkiewicz the goal scorer. First period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers. More coming your way on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. First period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers. 4:41 remaining in this opening frame. First game of weekend set between PD and Binghamton. 1-0 IceCats in the lead on a Dominic Marcinkiewicz goal. Here's Jordan Popoff moving it up the right side. Houston Wilson, he'll carry it in over the line. Wilson sends it back door feed. Marcinkiewicz, a shot, save made, rebound into the corner. Legkov over there quickly on it. Ran into the ref, still ended up with the puck though. Into the slot, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, left side. Tried to feed it towards Miguel Diaz, but that's poked out of the zone. Shanker back after it. Miguel Diaz hit him with the clear. Popoff sweeps it in behind the net. Far side corner again, Shanker on it. Runs into Popoff, puck still not out. Shanker into the slot, and that shot is tipped wide in front there by Stepan, who's knocked down hard in the corner by Popoff. Puck around to the far side. So far, it's been a pretty clean checking game, too. There have been some hard hits, but they've been clean. Dump back into the Binghamton end of things here. Anderson. Leave it around behind the net. Laughlin's got all day back there because PD pulled out for the change here. Blackberry sending it up the right side. Kirkby tipping it on in behind the net. Razalov backhands it around. It came right back to him off a stanchion. He'll send it down, a rolling puck that will scoot just wide for an icing call. That one couldn't make up its mind. It was down the ice on edge, and it looked like it was going to curl in on goal, negate the icing, but at the last moment, scoots wide of the post. Face-off coming up to the left of the Parker Rutherford defended IceCats cage. Face-off one back by PD, ramped around by Della Savita. Not out of the zone, kept into the right point. Here's Kirkby down low, trying to work his way free on the near side. Puck up the rim, left point, Weber. Kirkby behind the net looking for Bondarenko. He reversed it, but Razalov will get there first. Left point, Weber, able to keep it in, steps down. Tied up by Zajac. Kirkby on the puck now. Into the left wing side, trying to work his way around Stubbs. Banks it to the right point. Shot coming in. Save Rutherford. Rebound sitting in the slot. Turnaround chance by Kirkby is blocked. Nice job there by Razalov with the stick. Marcinkiewicz run into. Got the puck to center. Zajac carries on the left side. Lord tried to move it in. That hit some shin pads. And now Bondarenko challenged. Marcinkiewicz all over him trying to steal that puck back. They go to the corner together. Binghamton having trouble clearing the zone. Left side Kirkby. Boy, this is a tired line. He'll fling that one in deep. Jansen up after the loose puck. Around behind the net. Tried to center. It's kicked towards the line. DeRazio arriving to keep it in. Shot blocked in front. Wedged out to center. Marcinkiewicz waiting for it. Never got to him. DeRazio. His pass knocked out of the air by Lord. And to the right side. Bedard will get up towards center. Flip it into the right wing corner. Gullo up on the forecheck. Gullo grew up not too far down the road. He's a Rochester guy. And down here in Binghamton in the southern tier. Around to the right point, here's Stone. Bedard on the far side, and he'll backhand that one out to center. Cleared ahead on the left side by Carl. For those of you in the know, I introduced one Aiden Mulholland to the concept of the garbage plate today. So that was a very exciting moment. Back on the right wing side, here comes there's shot in front by Binghamton. That one deflected wide there. Stone in the back door was tied up. PD's doing a really good job on their gaps right now, staying tight to the man, really not letting Binghamton do much of anything. Here's Carl up on the left side and on the forecheck as the puck floats free to the near side. Played past steal. Wilson at center. He'll get it across to the right wing side. Stepping up there, Popoff will dump it in and take the hit. Around to the far wing it goes. Left side, here's Wilson. Final minute of play in the period. Wilson tried to backhand it in front. That one didn't make it through. And now it'll be banked ahead. And on the right side, here comes Yates. Yates moving ahead for Binghamton. In over the line, Anderson. Couldn't keep the puck. Turned right back. Right side, Legkov. Legkov moving in, cutting. Weaving to the left side to Wilson. Wilson with a rolling puck. Flattens, cuts it on goal. Try to go high glove. Put it over top of the net. Down for the right point, Della Savita holding it in. Puck to the slot. Lenkov, off the toe of his stick. He still got a shot away. Blocked. Rebound. Dominic Smarcinkevics knocked down. Puck to the far side. And now Anderson hustling ahead as Yates with him. Anderson leaves. Yates left side. And he's tied up and knocked down by Wilson on the back check. Lenkov ahead. Wilson has no gas left in the tank and calls for a change. 15 seconds to go in the period. Cleared to center, and they say played with a high stick. So a 10.9 left to go here in this opening frame. Let's see where they're going to put this face off. I think outside. Yep, outside the Binghamton blue line. One back by PD. They try to dump it in and do something with it here, but that one ends up back with the Binghamton D. They're going to run out the period behind the net, and that'll do it. So the opening 20, very, very good, and dare I say, the best period of hockey I've seen from the PD IceCats in an opening 20 this season here against Binghamton. And I mean, a team you need that kind of opening 20 against. They brought it. So kudos to them. And I mean, we heard from Gary Graham in the pregame, and he told us we need to do X, Y, and Z. They need to stick to the game plan. They need to commit to it. They need to execute it. And in that first 20 minutes, I think they did a great job with it. Trevor Lord waving to some exuberant fans on his way off the ice here. I tell you what, there's a general uneasiness in this building right now. They are not used to being down 1-0 after one. But that's exactly where they are. PD's got the lead. So we're going to step on into our first period intermission report. And when we come back, we'll go through the scoring for you. Talk a little bit about how we got to where we are. We'll take a look inside the numbers. And, of course, we've got that out-of-town scoreboard coming your way as well. So stay tuned for that. We're back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. One period in the books. PD in town for the first of two. Back-to-back here in Binghamton against the Black Bears. And again, if you're just joining us and you happen to be watching on the YouTube side, or perhaps you've seen some of our highlights on social media, and you said, wait a minute, Tom, isn't Binghamton normally green and black? Well, yes. However, it is opposite night, or whatever exactly they're calling it. I'm not entirely sure. But the point is, if you were to take out a color wheel, the opposite colors across from green and black are apparently purple and teal, or at least that's what I was told. I don't have a color wheel with me to back this up. And they've been wanting to use this color combination in one way or another for a while, and, well, they finally had a reason to do it this weekend. So there you go. That's why we have opposite night. I think it's just so they could sell a bunch of purple hoodies, which I see a lot of people wearing here, really enjoying the purple and teal look for this Binghamton team. But I'll tell you who's enjoying the first period. PD IceCats fans. 1-0. PD after one period of play. Let's take a look back at the scoring. The first goal of the game, the only goal of the game at 3:54. And again, you can't talk about this goal without really referencing the way PD played that first period. Good forecheck, aggressive, did not get Binghamton time and space, did not let them break out of the zone, really didn't let them do anything. And I think it was a very impressive 20 minutes overall, but highlighted at 3:54 by this goal by Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Now, Houston Wilson got the first shot. It was a blocker save, and the rebound right to Marcinkiewicz. He was able to roof it for the goal, his 16th of the season. Legkov also picks up an assist on that marker to make it 1-0, and that's the way the period would finish. This is the least penalized team in the FPHL, and they did not see the penalty box in that first period. Meanwhile, PD shorthanded once, but they killed it off, so the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill does its job. So 0 for 1 in the power play for Binghamton. PD, no power play chances to speak of. Shots labeled as 13-9 in favor of Binghamton. I don't know if that's 100% how I felt the period went. I feel like there were more shots than that for PD, but that's what we've got here at the end of 20 minutes as far as the stats go. But a really, really good first period in so many ways. The forecheck, defensively, the gaps were good. The man coverage was good, not losing their man, sticking with the system, clogging up the neutral zone, making it very difficult for Binghamton, who wants to play fast. They want to play in transition, and they also want to make turnovers happen. They were not letting that happen. PD did a great job of not only getting pucks deep, but getting in after them and getting the team. I mean, it's not an easy way to play. It requires physical effort. But that first period was, again, I said it at the end before we even hit the intermission, might be the best opening 20 minutes of hockey, best period I've seen this team play all season long. Now, of course, they need to replicate that for the next 40 or so minutes, and hopefully they're able to do exactly that. We will take a break. When we come back, time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, so stay tuned. 20 minutes in, it is 1-0 IceCats. There's more coming your way in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin & Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklifts you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back. 1-0 PD after one period of play. First period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me, everybody. As we can now step in to take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard. Always a busy night on a weekend night when it comes to the FPHL. And tonight is no exception. Everything going on right now, no score to tell you about. So the games that are underway besides ours, you've got Biloxi and Athens in the first period, scoreless in that one. Twin City and Blue Ridge also scoreless in the first period. Danbury and Watertown, no score. They are underway just past the halfway mark of that first period. And also early in the first period, Columbus scoreless with the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Coming up here, about 10 minutes from now, maybe a little bit more than that, Topeka is at Monroe. That is the late face-off in the league here tonight. A little bit busier Friday than we're used to in the National Hockey League. Going on right now, first period intermission in the books. Vegas with a 2-0 lead over Toronto. Also after one, Blackhawks 1-0 up on the Tampa Bay Lightning. 8 o'clock, you've got the Blues at the Stars. That should be a good tilt. Then at 9 o'clock tonight, Flyers are at the Avalanche. The Capitals are at the Flames. 10 o'clock starts tonight for the Devils at Canucks. Rangers at Sharks. And Ducks are at the Kraken. NCAA Men's College Hoops. Top 25 action coming up here, tipping off just about 10 minutes from now. You've got number 3 Michigan going at it with Ohio State. And one final from earlier today, number 24 St. Louis knocks off St. Bonaventure 97-62. Taking a look at the ACC. No games today. A lot tomorrow, though, including Duke, Wake Forest, North Carolina, Virginia, Clemson, Georgia Tech, NC State, Pittsburgh, among those dotting the schedule tomorrow. So a busy day of college hoops on tap on a Saturday, but on a Friday for your top 25, not too much to get excited about. But again, number 3 Michigan tipping it off with Ohio State in just a little bit. So here we've got a 1-0 PD IceCats lead after one period of play as they really played a great road period, were able to make things happen for themselves, and really more importantly, and the other takeaway is not only did PD generate scoring chances, but they really didn't let Binghamton do all that much. And when they did, I mean, Parker Rutherford was there, made the saves he needed to make. Not a lot of rebounds, maybe one that I thought was a big rebound, but just being able to bottle up Binghamton, frustrating their breakout. And a couple of things they're trying to do a little bit differently. Already, I've seen Binghamton try to reverse their breakout a couple of times. I've seen them try a couple of stretch passes. What they're trying to do is they're trying to break containment and trying to break coverage. And in that way, stretch out the defending of the PD IceCats, but they're just having a heck of a time getting pucks through. So, while that is the case, and I love to see it, and the IceCats, I'm sure Gary Graham is very excited to see it. If they can continue to do that, that's going to be a frustrating experience for Binghamton, and that is the key to a victory for the PD IceCats. Hopefully they can hold on and do just that. 1-0 after one. We will take a break. Second period action is coming up on the other side of said break, so stay tuned. There is plenty more coming your way. This is IceCats hockey.
Hey, grab me one too.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Do you love disc golf? Smiling Skull Disc Golf is a pro shop for disc golfers of all skill levels and budgets. We carry hundreds of discs from many different manufacturers, including plastic glow discs for those winter evening rounds. Whether you have been birdie hunting for years or you're seeking your first putter, our knowledgeable staff can help find the perfect disc for you. We also carry carts, bags, retrievers, grip enhancers, and more. Smiling Skull Disc Golf, where customers are valued and we seek to find you eternal happiness.
The Florence Stampede and Pro Rodeo is riding back into the Florence Center for 2 unforgettable nights of high-energy, family-friendly excitement on February 6th and 7th. Feel the adrenaline with heart-pounding action, including calf roping, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, wild Branham bull riding, and so much more. Whether you're a lifelong rodeo fan or a first-timer, this is the wildest show in town. Tickets are available, so grab yours now at florencecenter.com.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Period action. 1-0 PD after one. And the second period is brought to you by Bud Light. IceCats Hockey also brought to you in part by Cumulus Radio, our official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, our official hair cutter, M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner, CLC Transportation, the official travel partner, Palmetto Smiles, our official dentist, White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, and Battle LP, the official fuel provider, powering the Olympia. And now we have 2 Olympias. I always like to do stuff like that. So as we get ready for second period action here, Face-off coming up at center. Well, eventually. We're not quite ready to get it to go. All right, here we go. PD rolling right to left on your radio dial. For those of you tuning us in on Cumulus, that'll be dumped in by Binghamton, and we do indeed start this period of 5-on-5. There's a shot, and they score. Oh, that's a bad goal to give up. Bondarenko puts one in on goal, and it looked like a rolling puck. It scooted right up the stick of Rutherford, past his left arm and into the net. He's going to want that one back. 11 seconds into the period, Binghamton ties it. Well, that got the crowd back into it. All that work you did in the first period, which, by the way, still counts for a lot. But now you've got to go back and get the lead again. Here's Legkov cutting it on goal, pulled down to the ice, and he goes crashing into the net. He looks like he's a little worse for wear, but he'll be okay. But Binghamton's going to be shorthanded. It is a rare trip to the box for the Black Bears. Durazio, who picked up an assist on that goal, is now heading into the penalty box. 24 seconds into the period. So now on to the Chick-fil-A power play for the PD IceCats. And the puck cleared out to start things off here. 21.8% on the power play. That is 7th in the league. And as I told you, Binghamton's first in both special teams categories, power play and penalty kill. They are 90.5% on the penalty kill. And to be there in January is crazy. Here's McGill-Diaz left side. Or pardon me, that's Patrick Marcinkiewicz will dump it in. And it's sent right back down the ice. Rutherford will glove it, and he's going to hang on with Jansen coming up. Face-off will stay to the right of the IceCats net. Draw to the right of Rutherford is one back by Wilson over to the far side. Here's Razilov sliding it around to the left wing to Lord. Lord will carry it ahead. Lord in over the line and pushes it into the right side corner, pursued by Stone. It'll come around to the left point. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Down low to Wilson. Wilson into the slot off the heel of Lord. Stick Dominic's up top. Razilov to the right side to Patrick's. Patrick's cross ice feed knocked down. Dominic's leaves it for Lord. Lord has to pull it up top. Razilov over to the far dot. Patrick's to Dominic's top of the circle. Cross ice feed, and that was deflected on the way to Lord. I think he was a little surprised it got to him. Lord tied up on the wall. Puck towards the line, not out of danger yet, but kept in. Left side, fed down low. Patrick's trying to cut in front, blocked by the goal stick there of Timme. Puck stays in the corner, and now it's flung out off the glass and down the ice. Rutherford will leave it. Side of the net for Razilov. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. It is now tied at 1 here, 2 minutes into the second. Frolov onto the left wing. McGill-Diaz steps in, left side, puts it up to the left point. Della Savita, McGill-Diaz into the slot. Puck tipped on, and Della Savita keeps into the right point. 15 seconds of the power play. Here's Zajic behind the net. Zajic slides it around to the left side, half wall. McGill-Diaz up top with it. Try to feed it deep. It'll be cleared one more time by Binghamton, and that's it for the power play. IceCats 0 for 1 with the man advantage. And back to 5-on-5 we go. Tied at 1 early in the second period. Puck bounced ahead at center. Here comes Zajic trying to bounce his way through. He did. However, the puck trailed him just enough to put the play offside. So that will spur a line change with Gullo, Carl, and Gilbert hopping out there. Abdella out there with Bedard. Face-off tied up and one back by Binghamton. They'll flip that into the left side corner. Bedard chasing back after it behind his own net. Coughed it up on the right wing side. Ramaker's keeping it in. Played to the right point, a bouncer there. That one escapes, and now a chase for Carl. Couldn't quite steal it away. At center, though, Abdella onto the far side. Bounced it through the skates there of Gilbert. Binghamton will try to move back up the ice. Left side, that one poked away. Nice stick by Bedard there. And he wins the battle to get it out of that pile, but he's got traffic all over him here, leaving it off for Abdella on the near side. He'll go behind the cage and reset the breakout as Gullo swings by up the near wing. Abdella out the right side through the middle of the ice to Carl. Here's Carl cutting it over the line. Carl into the corner. Gilbert pursuing, tying up with Stone. Kirkby moving it to the near side. PD trying to work a change in behind the play here as Binghamton breaks back on the left wing. Kirkby had it slapped away by Miguel Diaz. Shot from the point. That one is tipped wide. Around the rim it goes to the near circle. Sent deep by Stubbs. Kirkby centering attempt picked off by Houston Wilson. He'll backhand it ahead. Chop that in the slot, and now here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz moving ahead on the right side. Has help with him. Cutting in, leaving it for Wilson on the right wing. He'll curl to the wall. Lost it over there. Miguel Diaz keeping the play alive. Puck right into the front of the net. Wilson couldn't quite stretch to get to it. And Popoff has to take the clear to center. And now here's Ledkov in with speed. Left side, Ledkov in. Shot, save made, and Timmy will hold on to the rebound. Face-off will come to his right. 4:17 into the second period. Game tied at 1.
Visit our website or call the number below or simply just walk. Studio Level Barbershop.
And it will be Ledkov staying out with Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Wilson. Razilov and Della Savita on the points. One back, here's Wilson. Curling on the left side to the half wall, back to the dot. Wrist shot, he scores! Houston Wilson sneaks one in blocker's side. Looked like he used the defenseman as a screen. In that little curl move on the near side, he gave himself some extra time and space, turned the corner, shot the puck, and I think it caught Timmy off guard. But back in front for the PD IceCats. 4:23 into the second period here. Wilson's got a 2-point night going. And for Houston Wilson, that's his 14th goal of the season. IceCats get it right back. Ledkov's got his second point of the night. Back in comes PD. Right side, pinched down the wall. Their puck is cleared out, and now Binghamton trying to break back quickly on the left wing side. There's a wraparound attempt, and over to his left. Rutherford kept that one out with the left pad as it's cleared back out and down the ice. At center, intercepted by Lord. Lord pushing back in on the left wing, cleared back away from him, though. Miguel Diaz flips it into the Binghamton end of things. PD being extra careful on a change. They had only 4 out there for a moment. And now on the left side, Shanker behind the net, knocked down over there by Popoff, who just shoves him down to the ice. Took the puck away. Frolov reversing it around to the far side. Miguel Diaz has to give chase. Kirkby gets there first. Miguel Diaz pins him. Gullo to help. Off the glass to the line. Not out. DeRazio keeps it on the left side with a wrist shot. Tipped on goal. Rutherford the save. That was a positional stop with that left pad, but he's able to hold the rebound. 5:35 into the second period. The teams have traded goals, and PD in front 2-1. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. It is 2-1 PD. 5:35 into the second period. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be doing this again tomorrow night from right here at Vision's Veterans Memorial Arena in Binghamton, New York. Draw coming up to the right of Parker Rutherford. And, well, you got to back the wings out, so we're not quite going to do that yet. And now Gullo is able to win it back. Popoff will frisbee one down the ice, and charging up the right side, here's Gilbert in, stole it away, but Tarazio able to fight back towards it, but taken away, left point, McGill Diaz in with a slap shot, and a blocker save there. Timad just able to reach out. Frolov keeping on the left side. Around the rim it goes to the far side. Stubbs will get there first. Try to play it off the wall. Knocked down by Popoff. He got it to center. But here's a chance up the left wing. Bondarenko cutting into the backhand. Blocker save Rutherford. Around to the right half wall. Rutherford let it go to the point. Stone swings it over the left side to Razio. A pass down low. Shot from the off angle. Hit Rutherford in the melon. Stayed out. Stubbs in the right side corner. Gullo trying to knock it free. Curling in front. Bondarenko feeds left point to Razio. Shot and a diving block by Frolov. Kirkby tried to boot it to himself. Puck at the left point. A roller driven wide there from the right point. Around it comes. Here's Stone feeding it down low. Bouncer side of the net. Knocked away. Popoff up the far side. There's a chance and a right pad save. Rutherford on that wrister. Left half wall. Kirkby. Left point to Razio. Kept it into the blue line. Looking for a seam. Carries down the left side wall. Bottom of the circle. A shot. Save Rutherford in the butterfly. Rebound goes behind the net. Now to the top of the circle, Bondarenko shot that hit shins in front. McGill Diaz getting in the way. Puck at the right point. How about Stone? His wrister also blocked by McGill Diaz. And it's kept in though. Binghamton heavy pressure on this shift. They get it up top. Bondarenko walks around a block. A shot deflected. Rutherford a save on that deflection. It was going high, was tipped low, and PD will just take the icing, which they absolutely need to do. That was Binghamton's best shift of the game, and even Rutherford needs a chance at a blow here. I mean, boy, oh boy, this team. Fantastic effort to finally just get the clear. Gullo goes to the bench to get a new stick just to give him and his line mates a couple extra seconds. So he gets in for the face-off. And he jumped the face-off, and they let him stay in. They drop it, and they keep it going. So that was brilliant because now PD gets at least a partial change. Here's Legkov right side. I mean, you don't lose either way. Wilson, I'll explain it in a minute. Houston Wilson curling on the right side with a long wrister tipped into the netting. So here's why jumping the face-off is not a bad strategy no matter what. So Gullo comes back down from the bench. He steps in really quickly to the face-off. It literally jumps into the circle. The linesman put the puck down, and they just let the play continue. So what that did is that gave Gullo the advantage on the face-off, and he was able to get it onto the zone. If they don't, and here's a chance right in front of the net, Legkov. He couldn't hang on to it on his way through the crease, but a good chance down low. Sent around to the right point. Just to finish that thought, if they do throw him out of the face-off, well, it's a whistle and another probably 5-10 seconds to reset. Then he goes in and gets tossed out again, and you get more rest time. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz in with a wrist shot, missed high blocker. And now the rebound behind the net. Legkov trying to pull his way free. Curling in the right side corner. Marcinkiewicz can't keep it, but Razilov down for the left point does. Crowd likes the hit, but the puck belongs to PD. Down low. Legkov. Left side, wheeling. Backhand flip, didn't get a lot of sauce on that. Marcinkiewicz couldn't come up with it. A clear hit the shins of the referee. That pinball's right back up the near side to Anderson. He'll carry it ahead himself. All the way into the right wing. Curls in the right side corner. Feeds it up top. Quick shot. That one was forced wide. On to the left wing. Stefan over there. Coughs it up in space. Legkov can't get it over the line. Kept in here by Binghamton. That's a tired PD unit out there too. Boy, they really do need to once again clear it out. There's a shot. They score. Oh, Rutherford came away from the left post. He was in the middle and deep in the crease, and there was a lot of room to his left on that one. Binghamton buries it, and you could see it when they didn't get the puck out over the line. Binghamton is that good. You cannot make those mistakes against these guys. So it's tied at 2. .848 time of the goal. And it kind of looked like Rutherford lost track of the puck, maybe. He thought it was going around to the other side, but that's a tough one. So now, Binghamton trying to ride the wave here as they come up on the forecheck. Onto the right side, here's Lord, pokes it out of the zone and out of play. Steffen with an assist on the goal, along with Yates.
That's Shankar from Steffen and Yates at 8:48.
So Shankar with the goal. Face off to the right of Rutherford. Bounce to the left point, kept in there by Binghamton. I'll tell you what, it's a tit-for-tat hockey game. Binghamton's not going to go away quietly. PD is fighting them every inch of the way. We're not quite to the halfway mark of this game, and it's 2-2. And these two teams are set up for a couple of classics here. And again, we're doing it tomorrow night. There's a shot coming in for the point and a glove save, Rutherford. Nice job to find it through traffic there with Bondarenko parked on the doorstep. Face-off will come to his left. Stubbs in for the draw. Gullo will oppose him. One back, and there's a shot by Kirkby, tipped way out of play into the netting. Face-off coming to the left again. Same face-off circle here to the near side of the ice. Stubbs, Gullo featured again at the dot. And again, one back towards Kirkby. Stone at the right point. He'll try through traffic, blocked. Puck is sent around to the far side. Gilbert hustling over, trying to get there. Left side corner. Stubbs fed to the point, but a little too hot to handle. Bondarenko has to go back to center after it. Now back to the left side. Pushing in on the wall. DeRazio goes in after it. Razilov ties him up, reversing it around. Gilbert poked it right back down to the corner. Razilov tying up DeRazio. Kirkby trying to pull it free. Della Savita giving him the business over there. Puck ends up at the left point. Swung to the right side. Here's Stone. Flattens it out. Tried to bank it, side of the net, bouncing puck, and it's corralled by Rutherford. 9:35 to go in the second. We're tied at 2. Back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
Hey, grab me one too.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
9:35 specifically. Left to go in this second period, presented by Bud Light. Face-off will be in the IceCats zone. It's Wilson, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, and Legkov out there, along with Bedard and Abdella. Faceoff is one back towards Bedard, and he'll lift that one out to center. Binghamton will back up on it on the right side. Stubbs tipping it down, and that one dies in the right side corner. Rutherford electing to paddle it up the near wall. Dominic Marcinkiewicz with a bouncing puck goes right through the slot. Still bouncing along there. Ends up at the far side. Legkov got it to the line, and now Wilson takes it out. Right side, here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Tried to step in, lost it, but Wilson there on the backhand. Feeds it across, and unfortunately, Marcinkiewicz's stick was tied up by Stone. Boy, he had an open net if he could get that twig free. Right point, Bedard holds it in. His shot blocked. Ends up on the right side boards. And it's flicked out of there. Down the ice by Kirkby. Abdella racing back. Puts the body on Stubbs. Puck into the corner. He and Stubbs continue to battle. Stubbs behind the net. Abdella all over him. Marcinkiewicz trying to help out. Ends up with Abdella feeding it to Marcinkiewicz. Right side to Wilson. And now 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Wilson to the right side. Curling. Now it's 3-on-3. Dominic Marcinkiewicz chasing it into the corner. He's hooked off the puck. Legkov into the slot for Wilson. Deflected away. Back the other way. Here comes Binghamton. But they mishandle at center. And Marcinkiewicz feeds it back to the Binghamton line. Right side, Black Bears in. And that puck just rolled off the toe of the stick there on Ramekers. And it's cleared away to center ice. PD's going to start a change here. Stumbling and clearing it in anyway. It's sent around by the Black Bears onto the right wing side, down for the right point. Stepan into the slot with a backhand, and the save, Rutherford, as he hangs on the rebound. With 7:55 to go in the second, tied at 2. PD with Patrick Marcinkiewicz and Trevor Lord out there as the wings for Dennis Zaitchik. Pop off in McGill Diaz on the points. Face-off controlled by Binghamton. Yates tried to put it up top, and a hooking call coming up against Popoff. He tried to protest his innocence, but the referee clearly did not buy it. 12:09. Binghamton to its second power play of the night once again. The Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill for the PD IceCats. PD hit a goalpost shorthanded in the first period. They start with a clear. Zaitchik out there with Gullo, Razilov, and Della Savita. Zaitchik aggressive on the forecheck here. And now at center, Durazio leaving it off. Stubbs will walk it in. Left side leaving it off on the half wall. Cross ice feed. Jansen moves it up top. Durazio sends it to the far dot. No shot there, Yates. Durazio middle of the blue line. Into space, Stubbs near circle to the dot. Wrist shot, and that is blocked by Razilov, and he's able to clear it down. PD will get 3 of the 4 penalty killers changed out here. Della Savita remains, gives Yates a whack, but here's Stubbs in. Stubbs fakes a shot, feeds right side Jansen. Jansen carries around behind the net. Now to the left point. Durazio, left half wall. Yates behind the net, Kirkby. Near side, Stubbs, backdoor feed now up top. Durazio, shot and a save there by Rutherford. Right point, Stubbs. Stubbs on to the left side. Yates into the slot. It ends up back at the right point. Stubbs, backdoor feed did not connect. Jansen, left side, 45 seconds in the penalty kill. Up top, fake shot by Durazio. Left side, Yates curls, lost it for a moment, run into by Della Savita, who's been out there the entire time. Puck at the left point, now to the right side. Stubbs walks into the slot. Would have had a shot blocked, didn't let it go, and instead is taken the other way. And here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz racing wide on Durazio. Curls, stops, waiting for a little bit of help in space here. And now he's tripped down to the ice. No call. Binghamton the other way. Could have easily been a tripping call there. Yates trying to break in behind the net. Cleared out and down the ice by PD once again. 5 seconds ago, and then Popoff out onto the ice, and PD will kill this one off. Stone to the right side will carry it in. We go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Miguel Diaz on Stone as he goes behind the net. Abdella battling, puck back on the near side. Bondarenko swings it behind the net. Miguel Diaz over after it. Up the wall, now ahead. Marcinkiewicz to Carl. Carl moving up with Lord. Carl wide on the right side. In, wrist shot, blocked, rebound. He goes after it, but the puck in on goal. And Timag covers with 5:24 to go in the second. Great chance off the rush there. Nathan Carl took the shot, followed his own rebound, but was unable to make something happen there. But again, I love what PD's doing right now. They continue to try to press the pace, and I know at times, you know, a line gets caught out there. It's been a better period for Binghamton than the first. But I still think the IceCats are doing what they need to do to win this hockey game. Tied at 2, 5:24 to go in the second. Face-off coming up to the left of the Binghamton goal. Wilson tying it up at the dot. It's banked out down the ice in a race for icing. Will it make it? Yes. Miguel Diaz back for the touch. Aiden, you know what's funny? For some reason, I come back to my home state of New York and suddenly I remember what icing is. Must be the home cooking, right? I was having that plate earlier today. I had to get a plate. Cheeseburger plate. Oh, it's great. If you don't know what a garbage plate is, look it up. You will not be disappointed if you like food. I did join the Florence Foodies group on Facebook. Scott Brand's like, hey, you got to get in this group. You like to eat. You're like me. I'm like, yes, I know. So I hopped into that one. So if you're part of that group as well, we have a few things in common. Puck on the far side. Zajac keeping it into the right side. A bouncer right to the front of the net. Patrick Marcinkiewicz couldn't get a shot away. It's cleared off. Pop off of the right point. Out it goes. Miguel Diaz on the left side. And ahead. And here's Legkov. Leaving it off, but a little too far behind Zajac there. And right side, Shankar run into the corner. It drifts. Played around towards Popoff. Popoff up the right side wall. Deflects out to center. And it is there that it will be backhanded into the chest of Popoff by Kirkby. Shankar runs into Popoff, who just knocks him down. Puck stays on the near side. Behind the net, Della Savita after it. On to the right wing. Marcinkiewicz onto the left side for Zajac. Zajac cutting across in over the line. Zajac onto the right wing. Patrick Marcinkiewicz into the slot. Legkov curling. Feeds a left point. Razlov walks down all day. His shot. And that one hit a leg. Finds the corner. Sent back down low by Binghamton. And Legkov almost stole it away in the corner. Now he does. Legkov comes up with the puck. Back to the near side on the backhand. One hand on the stick. Gets it. Dominic Marcinkiewicz drove a roller wide. Right point, Razlov steps down the wall. Dominic's curling all the way up top to the point. He's got a player on him, chops it, but it only stays in momentarily. Back the other way, Binghamton, 3-on-2 if they hurry here. Right side here, Stubbs walks in, a backdoor feed. What a stop by Rutherford, and he hangs on. Bondarenko with the tip at the back post. Rutherford got it with the right pad. 3:36 to go in the second. This game's tied at 2. Stay tuned. More coming your way. Second period action presented by Bud Light on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here in Binghamton, it's 2-2 Black Bears and your PD IceCats. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us. Second period action presented by Bud Light. I talked about the banners that are up there, and we're going to talk more about them because I really actually haven't gotten into it as much as I want to tell you about the history of Binghamton hockey, which is tremendous. But did you know that I, for one night and one night only, was the voice of a Binghamton hockey team? It was the BC Icemen of the United Hockey League, and they had a game. I was in Elmira in the United Hockey League at the time. They had a game where I got a phone call from the voice of the Icemen at the time, and, well, we'll get to that in a sec. Here's Gilbert pursuing a roller all the way into the Binghamton zone, around to the right side. Gullo over to help him out. Carl lets it drift to the line. Kept it up top. There's a shot off traffic onto the left wing side. And Carl rips it wide. Around it goes to the far side. Binghamton tips it, not out of the zone. Kept in Bedard, his chance. That one ends up in the left side corner. Gullo, left half wall, puts it in on goal. Save made. Timmy glove save on the rebound as Carl got a good chance in tight. So I get a phone call, and it is Jason Wiseman from the Icemen calling and saying, "Hey, Tom, our game's going to be on TV tonight. Can you come down and do radio and fill in for me?" And I said, sure. So I came down. I did radio fill-in one night, the United Hockey League for the BC Icemen of the United Hockey League. Now, that team, if you don't know this, the BC comic strip was drawn by a guy named Johnny Lang, who is from here in the Binghamton area. And he actually designed the BC Iceman logo. So if you know that cartoon strip, you will instantly recognize their logo. He drew it. And you can look that one up online as well. There's Patrick Smarson-Kevics on the right side. It's a pretty cool logo design. It was fun. Cartoon caveman with a hockey stick. Back the other way. In on the right side. Ramekers feeds it over to the far side. Shanker on it. Here's Zajac. Pulls out the old wedge, gets it towards the line, but it's gloved down, did not leave the zone. Held in at the left point over to the near dot. Here's a shot, and they score. Ramekers again. Rutherford beats short side over the left shoulder. And for the first time tonight, Binghamton's got the lead in the game. It's 3-2 with 2:14 left to go here in the second period. Sending it around behind the net. Kirkby as Binghamton to the attack. Stone to the right point. His shot in on goal. Save made, and actually might have hit traffic in front. Stubbs on the rebound. Puck in the right side, and now it'll be Razilov pulling it out, leading it up the right side. Lenkov chasing. He'll get to it just in front of the goal line. Curls behind the net. Out the near side on the backhand to the slot. Della Savita to his right. Feeds it in front, and that puck bounces away to the near side. Stubbs sends it back across onto the left wing. Stone to center. Bondarenko will feed it up the left side. Kirkby pokes it in deeper. Bedard after it. Bedard trying to leave it off. Bondarenko to the left point. D'Orazio. Bondarenko. Stone. Left side. D'Orazio. Bondarenko one time, and he fanned on it. Didn't get much on that at all. Lenkov in over the line. He's got a chance feeding right side. Wilson walks in. Wrist shot. Save made. Rebound. They score. How about it? PD with a response. With under a minute to go, Dominic Smarson-Kevics ties it at 3. .1 seconds to go in the second period, and Dominic Smarson-Kevics has his second of the night, and Houston Wilson his third point of the evening. 19:04, time of the goal. Leg call will also have his third assist of the evening. And this line is doing it all offensively for the IceCats. Binghamton able to clear it down left side. Here's a chance in space. Stepan stops in the corner. He is picked up instantly by Miguel Diaz. Puck bounced to the line. Not out. Weber keeping it in. Shot is blocked by Miguel Diaz. 25 seconds. Miguel Diaz to center. He'll bank it up that right side wall. We definitely have a Dominic Smarson-Kevics fan in the house, because the 2 times that his goal has been announced, we have absolutely had a shriek of excitement from a young fan down to our left. Left point, Yurzacic keeping it into the slot. It'll be Carl turning it right back in as it was poked back out. Tippett leaving it at the side of the net. And that'll run the clock out on the period. Well, how about this one? Back and forth affair. Binghamton looked like they were going to head into the second period with a 3-2 lead, but with under a minute to go, Petey pushed right back down the ice and found a way to notch an equalizer. This has been a very exciting hockey game. There's a lot going on here tonight, and I love it. It sets the stage for a dramatic finish, and an IceCats team that right now, some of the most important victories they're scoring here as they're going through games are little moments like that where they fight back, they stay in a game, and the difference between, I think, being a team built to make a charge in the playoffs and not is when you do get down, when you do cough up a lead like they did, you come roaring back, and they did. And so now they've tied this game up at 3, and going into the final 20 minutes on the road against a Binghamton team that is, the best in the league right now. They have a very real chance to not only win this game, but possibly even win it in regulation. So great start so far tonight. Gotta love it for this IceCats hockey team. All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll go into the second period intermission report, which is brought to you by Yokohama Tires, so stay tuned. We're going to wrap up that scoring for you from the second period, plus take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and a whole lot more coming your way. Stay tuned. More on the way from IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin & Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklifts you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers, we got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here at the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in Binghamton, New York. Tom Callahan here with you, and we are now through 2 periods of play. Second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires. A lot of scoring in that second period. It was only 1-0 after 1. PD in the lead on a Dominic Marcinkiewicz goal, but in the second, boy, very quickly, a quick goal 11 seconds in, Bondarenko scoring for Binghamton, and that really set the stage for what that second period was going to be like. I mean, pucks just going in left and right. The first of the frame, and just very quickly, Bondarenko with a shot from that left wing side, put the puck towards the net. Couldn't tell if it was rolling before it got to Rutherford or if it hit the toe of his stick and appeared to roll up and past him on the left side. But in it goes. D'Orazio and Stubbs, the assists on the goal at 11 seconds to tie the game at 1. And that started some back and forth here. At 4:23, Houston Wilson nets his 14th of the year from Legkov. Offensive zone face-off. Puck goes over the left side wall. Wilson looks to go to the front of the net, curls back around from the dot to the hash marks, and then back towards a shooting position. Lets it go pretty quickly and finds room on the blocker side of the goaltender, Time. And now back into the lead goes PD. So it's 2-1. It would be 2-2 at 8:48. Shanker with a goal from Steffen and Yates to knot things up at 2. And then Binghamton would take its first lead of the hockey game at 17:46. Romikers from Anderson, the goal, and that one coming with about 2:14 left to go in the period, 17:46 time of the goal. Now you start to think to yourself, maybe teams, again, that, kind of lose games, let things get away from them. You give up that late goal in a period, and you don't have the response, or you kind of get in your own head. That did not happen to PD. They came right back, pushed the pace, pushed it all the way down the ice, and at 19:04, Dominic Marcinkiewicz scores again, his 17th of the season from Wilson and Legkov, and that ties it up at 3 before we get back to the intermission. So now, Dominic Marcinkiewicz has 2 goals tonight. Wilson has a goal and 2 assists, and Legkov 3 assists. So that line has been on the score sheet for all 3 goals here for this IceCats hockey team. So we're tied at 3 after 3 periods of play. Shots, Binghamton out shooting PD 14-7 in the period, and for the game, Binghamton out shooting PD 27-16. Power plays, each team went 0 for 1. Binghamton now 0 for 2, and that was the first power play chance of the game for the IceCats. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more coming your way here in this second period intermission, brought to you by Yokohama Tires. Out of town scoreboard coming your way next. Stay tuned. 3-3 after 2. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here at the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. The Zambonis have finished their job out there, and so it's my job now to walk you through the out-of-town scoreboard here in this Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. We are tied at 3 after 2 periods of play, and now we're finally starting to see a little bit of movement on some of these out-of-town games in the FPHL. So I can tell you it's now 5-2 Athens over Biloxi in the second period of that game. Twin City and Blue Ridge are tied at 1 in the second. 1-0 Watertown over Danbury. That is also in the second period of that game. Columbus and Baton Rouge are tied up at 2 halfway through the second period there. First period action and almost to the end of the frame. Topeka and Monroe. That is a 1-1 tie. In the NHL tonight, 8 games on the slate. After 2, you've got Vegas with a 4-3 lead over Toronto. Lightning and Blackhawks tied at 1. At the first intermission, Blues and Stars are tied at 1. 9 o'clock, puck drop. We've got 2 of them, Flyers and Avs, and the Caps and the Flames. 10 o'clock tonight, Devils at Canucks, Rangers at Sharks, Ducks are at the Kraken. And in men's college hoops, top 25 from earlier today, number 24 St. Louis 97-62 over St. Bonaventure. And this one, just under 3 minutes ago in the first, you've got number 3 Michigan with a 28-26 lead over Ohio State. Those are the only teams in the top 25 in action. And the ACC, there's nobody in action tonight, but tomorrow is a very busy day of college hoops, including Wake Forest at Duke, North Carolina at Virginia, Clemson at Georgia Tech, and NC State at Pittsburgh, among others. So as we take a look back here at this game tied at 3 after 2 periods of play, boy, this one has gone back and forth. Both teams playing hard, I can tell you that. Absolutely just battling out there. And the momentum definitely swings. We've seen Binghamton hem PD in its own zone for an entire shift, maybe a shift and a half. We've also seen PD spend some quality zone time, get some great passes in, some great looks, chances off the rush, chances from cycling the puck on the wall and zone time. So really pretty excited with what we're seeing develop here for PD. I told you at the outset of this game, if you were here for our pregame show, I said this is going to be a test of where the IceCats are right now, of what this roster is, how it feels, what's constructed, and how you measure up to, according to the records, there's no doubt Binghamton's the best team in the league. I really believe that PD has held their own in this one, and I think they've done an excellent job at it. Can they continue it now for the final 20 minutes at least? Here as we head into the third period, well, there's only one way to find out. That is take a break, come back, and play the third period. 3-3 after 2. We will come back with third period action for you in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Do you love disc golf? Smiling Skull Disc Golf is a pro shop for disc golfers of all skill levels and budgets. We carry hundreds of discs from many different manufacturers, including plastic glow discs for those winter evening rounds. Whether you have been birdie hunting for years or you're seeking your first putter, our knowledgeable staff can help find the perfect disc for you. We also carry carts, bags, retrievers, grip enhancers, and more. Smiling Skull Disc Golf, where customers are valued and we seek to find you eternal.
Florence Stampede and Pro Rodeo is riding back into the Florence Center for 2 unforgettable nights of high-energy, family-friendly excitement on February 6th and 7th. Feel the adrenaline with heart-pounding action, including calf roping, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, wild random bull riding, and so much more. Whether you're a lifelong rodeo fan or a first-timer, this is the wildest show in town. Tickets are available, so grab yours now at florencecenter.com.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. We're getting ready for third period action as the Black Bears, who are the teal and purple Bears tonight, and opposite or reversal night, I forget what they call it. But the reason they're wearing white with teal and purple is that it's reversal nights, or inverse. That's it. It's inverse night. And so their typical green and black has been replaced by teal and purple. And the PD IceCats are wearing the navy blue tonight. So if you're watching on the YouTube side, I understand if you might have a little confusion as to why that is, and I'm not sure if Binghamton's going to wear these tomorrow night or if they're going to go back to the green and black tomorrow. But for the time being, you got the IceCats in the navy blue script unis with the baby blue buckets out there. And then Binghamton, their typical black helmets, but the uniform itself is white with the teal and purple accents. I just thought they were having a 90s night. A lot of purple hoodies out there, though. I see a lot of folks have bought in on this one. The purple's popular. It has nothing to do with the fact that it is 1 degree here in Binghamton. Actually, it might be 2. Aiden, I'm going to check this. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Currently, it is 6. It feels like -10. And we have an overnight low of 1. So we're underway, third period action. PD rolling left to right here on your radio dial. And if you're watching on the YouTube side as well, IceCats with the puck at center. Poked ahead, here's lured in over the line with a long shot and a glove save. Timmy holding on to it. Face-off will stay to the right of the Binghamton goal. Zajac, Patrick's, Marcinkiewicz, and Lord out there up front. Bondarenko out there with Abdella. As Binghamton chopping that face-off over to an open wing, and they will get the puck to center. Here comes Stubbs on the right side. Try to drive down the wall. Falls down, gets back up. Tied up in the corner by Abdella. Kirkby after it. He'll get it up top to Stone. Wrister through traffic. Save made Rutherford, and he'll hang on. Face-off stays in the offensive end of things. Just 36 seconds into this third period, tied at 3. Third period action brought to you by Pepsi, official soft drink of your PD IceCats. Wilson in for the face-off here. He wins it back from Romikers. PD up the right side out of the zone. Legkov leading it ahead, driving in. Legkov in the backhand, fed it across, but too far for Marcinkiewicz. Wilson on the puck in the corner, spins free. Wilson back up the wall, around the rim to the left point. Razilov looking for a shot. That one is tipped way up into the air, so high it cleared the netting and goes out of play. Just 1:01 into the third period. Face off again in the offensive zone. This is the way PD started the first period. A lot of offensive zone draws, some zone time. They win it back. Quick shot, glove save. No rebound there from Tomei.
Experience authentic Mexican flavors at Los Tapatíos. Whether you're planning a cozy dinner or a festive gathering.
Legkov in for the face-off once again. Tied up and over the left side. Houston Wilson pulls it out. He'll drive right to the front of the net. Poke checked on his way through. Puck to the right point. Della Savita with it. Water bottle loose from the top of the net. Shot coming in. Tipped to the glass behind the goal. Wrapped around near side. Puck is sitting there. And it's played up the near side, but won't leave the zone. Again, Della Savita there to keep it in. Send it right back around the rim. Wilson behind the net. Out the far side, Houston Wilson spins back. Tried to center. Legkov curling. Far corner. Back up the wall. Legkov just dancing over there. Puck at the left point. Back over to Legkov, top of the near circle. Poked away, but he got it right back on the right side. He'll backhand it around. Della Savita down low as they start to rotate 5 men around here. Legkov into the front of the net. Marcinkiewicz the tip, and Timmy got to the puck just before Houston Wilson could find it. This line is really starting to find themselves. They're responsible for all 3 goals here tonight. And they were absolutely buzzing right there. Gullo's going to try to win this draw on the left side. Back towards Frolov as it's poked along, and now Binghamton able to break the zone. Here's Yates ahead on the wing, carrying wide. Wraps it around out the far side, still with the puck all the way up top to the right point. Leaves it off there. Shot blocked by traffic, and out of the zone it goes. That's going to allow PD for a regroup here. Just 2:10 into the third. We are tied at 3. First of a weekend set here in Binghamton. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. Once again at 7 o'clock. Mark your calendar now. I know I've got you all as a captive audience if you're listening in the Florence area. Just be careful down there. Left side, here's Shanker trying to come in on goal, poked away by Rutherford. Shanker still with the puck out the far side, feeds into the slot, but that one escapes to the near wall. Weber in from the point, right pad save. Rutherford, another stop on the rebound. Up top, Weber onto the right side to Stone. His wrister tipped to the glass. Near side, a chance off the outside of the netting. Crowd got excited there for a moment behind the goal. Carl feed it around, get it right back from Abdella. Carl on the left side into space there. Gullo takes a look. Little chop, a little too far ahead there for Abdella. However, not enough gas or icing, which allows PD to get a change. Back up the right side, DeRazio racing in. A backhand try save made, rebound, and that one is pushed just wide of the net. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on it. Into the skates of Bedard. Try to get it away from Bondarenko. Kirkby sends it around the rim. Puck hits the ref in the corner. And now it's cleared out by PD up the right side. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz, tips it down, chases it, no icing. He's up on Kirkby. Leaves it behind the net to Stone. Around the rim, near side, Bondarenko. Try to pull it out, but Lord keeps it deep. Binghamton able to roll one to center. PD will fire it back in. They've got to wait, though, to tag up and get onside. The Marcinkiewicz twins out there together for the moment. Patrick's on DeRazio as he flips it into the IceCats bench area. 3:57 into the third, tied at 3. Faceoff will stay inside the Binghamton end.
Mama Bear brand is the proud sponsor of the third period. Check your doorways. We're throwing out some free Mama Bear brand apparel. Who wants
Faceoff coming up to the left of the Binghamton goal. Wilson in between Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Legkov. One back. Legkov stepped forward for it. Pulled back into the circle. Anderson. Puck goes right to the side of the net. Ramaker's around to the left point. Not out of the zone. Kept in. A long shot. Floats in. And Timmy with a glove save. He'll hang on to it. Another offensive zone draw here for PD.
The Binghamton Hockey Booster Club signed jersey winning raffle number 114990. You can pick up your signed jersey after the game at the Booster Club table.
Puck down, one back towards the left point. Razalov holding it in for PD. Around to the near side. Collecting it. Legkov into the slot, cutting to his left. Through traffic, floats it just wide. Wilson, a shot off the end wall, and that one stopped by the right pad. Timmy had to be alert. As the puck came back to the front of the net, Wilson didn't hesitate. He just tried to jam it short side. A smart thought there. Draw to the right of the Binghamton goal. That one is cleared just down over the line. Wilson tried to shoot, had the stick knocked out of his hands. Really prevented him from being able to help keep that puck in. PD will regroup, though. Now break it out up the right side. Here's Legkov cutting in. Backs up. Lost it into the corner. Goes back after DeRazio. They both end up down on the ice. Ends up with Legkov. Legkov, right side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Up top, Della Savita tried to force it through. Bondarenko blocked it. Della Savita recovers, and he fires it all the way back down the ice to Rutherford, who will cover and get a face-off. Face-off will be to the right of Rutherford. Zajac with a word over his left shoulder there for Popoff. Looks like he's going to try to pull it that way. Kicked back towards the point. Marcinkiewicz steps up and he's able to knock it out. Nice job by Patrick Marcinkiewicz. As it's stumped back in, Popoff back for the reset here. And now IceCats through center off the stick of Lord. A bouncer left side. Zajac. He'll send that one tumbling around behind the net. Slid up the right wing side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz cuts it off. Feeds the right point. Popoff through traffic. A shot off. Zajac goes to the far corner. Zajac on it there for Lord. Lord knocked down, knocked into Zajac, and Lord's slow to get up. He looks like he's hurt. Popoff with the puck at the point. Sends it down low. And that's going to get us to a break. 5:32 into the third, tied at 3. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Third period action brought to you by Pepsi. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Well, as we are back here in Binghamton, while we were at the break, Trevor Lord was down for a minute. Trainer came out to look at him. He got up under his own power, and as he was going by the Binghamton bench, someone on the Binghamton bench said something that clearly caught his ear. Lord immediately veered over towards the Binghamton bench, as if to challenge whoever said that, and then was escorted off the ice. I don't know if he was going to the locker room for repairs anyway, or if he just picked himself up a 10-minute misconduct. He may have picked up a 10. We'll find out. But Lord, either way, off into the dressing room. There's no penalty up on the board. 5-on-5 hockey. So if anything, Lord, like I say, it's one or the other. Either he got himself a 10 as the IceCats going offside, or he needed repairs. Face off just outside the Binghamton blue line. I want to remind everybody, the next time we're back at home, February 13th, 14th, and 15th, that is the Valentine's Day weekend. As it's won back and carried ahead by Yates on the right side here. We'll talk more about the promotions going on there in just a moment. Puck in on goal. Rutherford with a poke check, knocked it away to the corner. Yates on a roller up the wall, ends up at the point, chipped off the glass, kept in. Right side. Look at the center here. Stepan sends it around to the left point. Weber down the wall. Puck floats free behind Popov. Tying up Stefan Frolov, trying to pull it free. It ends up back on the near side. Miguel Diaz up the near wall. Gilbert run into there by Stefan. Puck still not out. Miguel Diaz backhand to the line. Not out of the zone. Shot floats in wide of the net. Ends up in behind. Stefan tried to center. Ends up deflected. Gilbert jams it off the dasher. Gets it out. 6:35 into the third period, tied at 3 down the right side wall. Yates with the centering feed, and that one right into the mitt of Rutherford. And oh, here we go for the first time. A little bit of pushing and shoving in front. As it's Tyson Kirkby and Nick McGill-Diaz having a conversation. Of course, McGill-Diaz played in Motor City for a little while, and certainly no stranger to the northern side of things as Dominic Marcinkiewicz runs into Jacob Shankar, who was not looking where he was going. Face-off coming out to the left of Rutherford. And it's one back, left point to Razio with a shot. That one is deflected into the corner. Wilson out the far side with it, eases it ahead on the right wing. And now Bedard into space. Marcinkiewicz weaving in. His pass kicked right back to him as he tried to slide that one through. Here's a chance to get it out. Skating it ahead, Kirkby onto the right wing side. And now Binghamton in. There's a shot, left pad save, and the rebound to the far side corner. Dominic Marcinkiewicz can't get it out. Bondarenko feeds Kirkby. His shot whistled it high. Bouncing rebound right out in front to Razio down for the left point. He can't get it to go. Bondarenko all the way up top of the blue line, curls, fires it back in behind the net. Up the near side, Legkov, oh, that was knee to knee right there. Ramakers is going to go for tripping. Fortunately, Legkov is all right. Ramaker stuck his leg out. That could have been dangerous, and it is a good thing Legkov's okay. That was terrible. Oh, I hate to see that. Back onto the Chick-fil-A power play for the IceCats, where they are 0 for 1. It's going to be Wilson, Legkov, the twins, Patricks and Dominics, Marcinkiewicz, and Razilov. Face-off is won back by Binghamton, and a clear that does go down the ice to start things off here, and so PD will regroup. Razilov up the right side. Here's Wilson in over the line. Houston Wilson carrying it deep, looking for a little bit of help. Into the slot. Legkov had it chopped off his stick. And now the other way. There's a chance. Shorthanded and a backhand up over top of the net by Jansen. And now quickly back. Legkov tried to curl through. Jansen gets run into. He lost the puck. Now PD needs to kind of slow things down a little bit here. Binghamton will get a change. And now Dominics Marcinkiewicz leaving it off. Razilov at center, left side. Dominics works it in down the wall. They ramp it around to the right side. Patricks at the half boards. Patricks stops, gets some space up top. Razilov over to the left side. Dominics back to Patricks. Patricks walks in. His shot looking for the backdoor tip. Didn't quite connect. Legkov was over there, just couldn't get his stick to it. Now back the other way. Binghamton pushing again. Short-handed, and now a penalty coming up against Razilov as he hooks up Sargis, and there goes the power play for PD. PD never looked organized on that power play, and Binghamton was pushing and pressuring. And now it's 4-on-4 for 48 seconds, and then a Binghamton power play. Big stretch right now. Face off in the IceCats' end. Zajac in for the face-off here, and he wins it back. Miguel Diaz after it. Playing it around to the near side. Anderson loses control, and now on the near side. Anderson was tied up a little extra there with Della Savita. The referee says, all right, that's enough. They separate as Gullo, left side pass in, and now here's a chance. Zajac walking in, shoots off the outside of the net. Trying to go low blocker there. And now up with it, Gullo. Gullo pressuring in the 4-on-4, looping up high, feeds it down low. Clearing attempt not out of the zone. Miguel Diaz takes a swat. Boy, that was a dangerous play, but PD got away with it. Yates going the other way. His pass intercepted by Miguel Diaz. Gets it back across. Abdullah with a chance. He gets it to Dominics Marcinkiewicz. Short-handed now for PD. Marcinkiewicz wheels into the zone. Rolling puck. And a shot off the right shoulder of Timmy. As the puck cleared back out to center. Bedard on it. Tied at 3. Under a minute to go now in this Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill as it's tipped on down the ice. No icing here. DeRazio back after it. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz out with brother Dominics. And clearly PD is looking for a short-handed chance, and it's stolen away. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz, right side, walks in, trying to feed it across, and he fanned on the pass. Back comes Binghamton, 4-on-2. Left side, Jansen in, delays, slot shot, he scores. Jansen beats Rutherford high glove, a power play goal with 9:57 to go in the third, and it's 4-3 Binghamton. A very promising rush after Patrick's Marcinkiewicz stole the puck. And then the puck down the other way, and Jansen with a great shot. Perfectly placed, top corner. His 21st goal of the year. And that power play goal makes it 4-3 Binghamton. Now let's see what PD's got for a response. Papa pushing down the wall. Now 3-on-2, 4-on-2 again the other way. Here they come in. High slot, a shot deflected wide. As PD sold out on that push, but boy, oh boy, they've got to be careful. You cannot open it up like that. Kirkby, a backhand chop, loose puck in the slot, taken away. Popoff with the bouncer, can't clear the zone. Puck in the high slot, they jam away at it. Kirkby does keep it in, but now it's McGill Diaz after it. He'll get it to center, but Bondarenko turning it right back in. On the right side, Bondarenko. Cross ice feed, tipped on the way through there. Stefan puts it up top. Shot coming in. That one is blocked off Gullo. Bondarenko again feeding it up top. Laughlin over the left side of Anderson. His shot hit a lot of bodies. McGill Diaz ends up with it. And up on the right side, Gilbert up by himself trying to push around Anderson. He's knocked down. Laughlin getting it back the other way. Pushed into the right wing corner. Shankar chasing after it. He gets run into by Della Savita. Well, the crowd into it more than they've been at any point tonight. 4-3 Binghamton with 8:33 to go here in the third. Rutherford is without his goal stick as it's cleared the other way, and Rutherford out to go get it. Durazio tried to hurry a pass knowing he was going to get it, but that was deflected away. Marcinkiewicz gets chopped there twice by Emery, no call. Durazio to Stone, back to Durazio as he looks to move it ahead. At center, dumped in from there. Abdella leaving it off into the far side corner. Della Savita back to Abdella. Abdella right side to the left point, not out. Durazio holding it in. He walks down the left wing wall into the corner. Marcinkiewicz trying to chop it away. Onto the right side. Binghamton hanging on to the puck. A centering feed that is knocked away. And it did come out over the line. We will get an offside call. 7:44 to go in the third. 4-3 Binghamton. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, 7:44 to go in the third period. 4-3 Binghamton. Third period action brought to you by Pepsi. February 15th, a rare Sunday home game, is also Faith and Family Day. With your PD IceCats, bring out your faith-based group or organization. Group discounts available. Email us. Best way to get in touch with us. Tickets at pdprohockey.com. That's tickets at pdprohockey.com. Puck played ahead as the IceCats looking for the equalizer here. They trail 4-3. 7.5 to go in this third period. Bedard will go back into his own end. Put it ahead to Frolov. Frolov's pass is deflected. Doesn't quite leave the zone. Patrick Marcinkiewicz back for it. Has to feed it back to the D. Ends up with Zajac looping all the way behind his own net now. Zajac up through center. Right wing. Plays it across. Frolov, high slot, cutting to his right, onto the left side. There's a shot wide of the net. Rebound around to the right wing corner. Marcinkiewicz on it. Marcinkiewicz up top. Flips that one towards the line. Popped back in by Bedard, offside. IceCats will put out Gullo with Gilbert and Carl. McGill, Diaz, and Popov on defense. And the face-off tied up on the dot. Dumped in Binghamton. Anderson over to the right wing side. McGill, Diaz with a chomp at it. Puck in his skates. And it's sent into the zone. Right back out by Gullo down the ice. That one should go for icing. And indeed it does. Anderson back for the touch. And now the draw back down the ice to the left of Parker Rutherford. He's seen 36 tonight from Binghamton, stopped 32 of them. 20 shots on goal for PD. Gullo tying it up, eventually winning it back. McGill Diaz with a flip into space, looking for Gilbert. Bounces down at the line. And now carrying it. How is that a penalty? That's terrible. They just called Gilbert for a slash that he didn't do. Gilbert ran into both defenders at once, and it literally knocked the stick out of the hands of one of the Binghamton players. There was no slash. That was the sound of the sticks coming together and Gilbert getting literally sandwiched off between the two Binghamton players. That was awful. The ref didn't even see it and he calls that. That's terrible. That was a reaction to the noise that you heard from the stick hitting the thigh pad in the collision. There was no slash. Brutal. Fourth power play of the night for Binghamton. Back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill here as it's cleared out by PD. Yep. The hockey gods hopefully will even this one out. Here's Marcinkiewicz to the right point. Popoff will keep it in. PD looking for a shorthanded chance here as they do. There's a shot. Low left pad save by Time on the doorstep. So he took it away from Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Now back the other way. Here's Kirkby on the right side. Across Jansen. In with a shot. Left pad save. Rebound still free. Shoved wide to the net. Ends up at the right point. D'Orazio, high slot wrister, and that hit traffic in front. Where is it? It's free now and cleared out. Down it goes. Time out to play it, and Dominic's Marcinkiewicz will make him make a decision. He plays it up the near side, and it's stolen away. Dominic's into the slot, tried to slide it through to Gullo, taken away by Binghamton. Right side. Black Bears in. Bondarenko, high slot. Sends it over to the right wing. Dada shot. That one wide of the net. Around to the left side. Bondarenko collects. Feeds up top to Razio. Poked away at the line. Carl couldn't get through him, though, to take off with it. Lob back in by Binghamton. Della Savita is cleared. Deflected over to Gullo. Gullo diving. Can't clear the zone. Kept in right side. Binghamton. Cross ice feed. Bondarenko doesn't shoot. Leaves high slot. Stone cutting to his right. He scores. Stone with a power play goal. 4:53 to go. That's just an absolute shame. That power play never should have happened. Still PD down by 2. They're going to have to push. Here's Houston Wilson up the left side into the corner. Feeds it into the high slot. Patrick Marcinkiewicz rips that shot up over top of the net. IceCats right back to it, though. They are not going to quit. Down to the right point and out past Bedard. Here's Wilson. Tied up at center. In on the left side, Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz sends it across the slot out to the right point, Bedard. Bedard into the corner. Kirkby trying to move it up the boards. Bedard can't keep it in. 4:08 and counting to go in the third. Here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz turning the other way with it. They'll bring it ahead. Right side in over the line. Marcinkiewicz into the right wing corner. Weaver trying to move it out of there. Puck in his skates. Zajac, side of the net. Couldn't get the pass to go. Ends up at the right point again. Bedard trying to keep it in. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz. Right side, Zajac in the pile. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz in the wall into the slot, and that one didn't get through. But now here's Dominik's following the play. Couldn't get a shot away. And it's cleared out to center by Binghamton. Sargis pushing ahead. Ran into Bedard, and now a lead up the left side. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz trying to jam it deep at the line. He's tied up, and right back comes Binghamton. On to the right wing, driving into the corner. Shankar tied up by Miguel Diaz. Has him in a headlock there. He shakes free. Wilson trying to move it the other way. Boy, you can feel the urgency in the game right now for PD. They trail by 2, and now we're under 3 minutes to play in this third period. Lenkov up the right side. Trying to drive the wall into the corner, around behind the net. Knocked down over there. Stone will wedge that one towards the line. Gilbert chopping at it, able to keep it alive. Stone a second attempt, clears it out off Gilbert. Razalov back after it, onto the left wing, and it's Stone at center once again, just dumping it back in. 2.5, and you start to wonder. We'll keep an eye on Rutherford. Does he creep towards the bench here? It's a tough team to pull the goaltender against. Left side, it's, well, can't do it yet. Bondarenko back into the right wing. A wrist shot, that blocked. Rebound back to the backside. A shot. Boy, that one somehow did not hit the net. I think Popov blocked it. Chance on the right point goes wide. And Orazio steps up, can't keep it in. Right side now, moving ahead. Here's a chance. Lenkov driving into the corner. Frolov there with him. Frolov gets to the puck, feeds it up to the right point. Rutherford still in the net, left point. Razalov with a drive, tipped on the way in, and Lenkov tied up, couldn't get to the loose puck. And now a whistle with 1:48 to go in the third. We'll take a break and come back with the conclusion of third period action, brought to you by Pepsi. 5-3 Binghamton. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
All right, I'm going to throw a question in for our YouTube audience in the chat. I've heard it said both ways now. Is it Gorget, like go get that, or is it Gorget, like airplane? I want to say this the right way, but I've heard it 2 different ways now. The commercial says Gorget. So if you know, tell me in the comments on YouTube. If you know for sure, don't guess. All right, here we go. Net is empty. PD down by 2. Puck in front is taken away. Wilson had the stick just pulled out of his hands. Chance of the empty net is knocked away, and now there's Razalov back on it. He plays it ahead, Lenkov. On to the right side of Wilson. Wilson in over the line, puts it in on goal, block it away to the far side. Zajac over after it. He'll ramp it around to the right half wall. Wilson waiting. Wilson into the right side corner, feeds it up to the left point. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz with a wrist shot, block came right back to him. Marcinkiewicz, his chance, off angle, save made. Rebound Zajac behind the net. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz couldn't find room short side. Wilson after it around the rim. It comes to the right side. Patrick's up top. Razilov rolling puck, lets it go. Block, rebound, chance, tipped to the glass behind the net. Wilson tried to center, hit the back of the net. Legkov, near dot. Patrick's up top. Razilov, far side. Dominic's dot, wrist shot, blocked. Comes back to him. Dominic's cross ice. Patrick's walks in. Side of the net. Legkov. Back dot. Couldn't find Dominic's. And now Binghamton is going to get it out of the zone. Chance of the empty netters. Bondarenko feeds it back across a shot, and they score. CJ Stubbs, an empty netter to put it away. .27 time of the goal. That'll make it 6-3 Binghamton. Send Rutherford back into the net. It's a shame. It was 50-plus minutes of really, really good hockey tonight. Left side, McGill Diaz trying to move it ahead as it shoved back the other way. Pop off after it. Puck tied up at center here. 15 seconds to go in regulation. McGill Diaz after it. He'll bank it ahead. Gilbert up the left side. He'll push in. Gilbert looking for a shot. Carries behind the net. Wraps it around near side. His chance is stopped by the left pad of Timmy. 3 seconds to go. And that'll do it. This one's in the books. Black Bears win it 6-3. And so we will move on into our post-game show. When we come back, we'll wrap up the scoring for you. Have a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard and a whole lot more coming your way here in just a moment. 6-3 Binghamton with the win of the first ever meeting between these two teams. Post-game show brought to you by Gorgat Distilling. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me. Let's take a look back through the scoring in this one. It is a 6-3 final here tonight in favor of Binghamton, but the game was not that lopsided. In fact, I think the PD IceCats, for the most part, can take a lot of positives out of this game here tonight. as they battle back and forth with this Binghamton team all evening long. Kept it close, and in fact, we're leading for a good chunk of this hockey game as well. But we'll take you all the way back to the first period when just 3:54 in, Dominic Marcinkiewicz scored what will be his first of 2 goals on the night, his 16th of the season from Wilson and Legkov to kick off the scoring at even strength. And then a second period that saw a 5-goal explosion between the two teams. 11 seconds in, Bondarenko records a goal to make it 1-1. Then it was 2-1 on Houston Wilson's 14th of the year from Legkov. At 8:48, Shankar makes it a 2-2 game, and at 17:46, Ramakers makes it 3-2 Binghamton. However, just before the end of the period, Dominic Marcinkiewicz would score again, his 17th of the year from Wilson and Legkov, and now it's a 3-3 tie heading into the second period intermission. But in the third period and in the second half of the third period, it was all Binghamton. It was a close game for 50 minutes, but unfortunately the Black Bears able to pull away a pair of power play goals. 10:03 Jansen, his 21st, at 15:07 Stone, a power play goal, and then an empty netter at 19:27 from Stubbs to ice the victory. Final shots tonight for Binghamton: 13 in the first, 14 in the second, 13 in the third for 40, 9, 7, and 9 for PD, 25 total in the game. Power plays tonight, Binghamton ends up finishing 2 for 4, and the IceCats go 0 for 2 with the man advantage. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. Postgame show brought to you by Gorgon Distilling. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me one too.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Do you love disc golf? Smiling Skull Disc Golf is a pro shop for disc golfers of all skill levels and budgets. We carry hundreds of discs from many different manufacturers, including plastic glow discs for those winter evening rounds. Whether you have been birdie hunting for
That's Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you in the Gorgon Distilling postgame show. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Appreciate you being here as we take a look back at the out-of-town scoreboard to wrap things up here. Across the FPHL, busy as always on a Friday night. Athens has taken it out a whole new door on the Biloxi Breakers. It is now 11-2 in the third period of that game in favor of Athens. 3-1 Blue Ridge leading the Twin City Thunderbirds halfway through the third period, so Blue Ridge trying to do us a favor there. 2-1 Danbury up on Watertown. That game is after 2 periods of play. Columbus 5-2 over Baton Rouge, that game early in the third period, and 2-1 Monroe leading Topeka late in the second. NHL for you. One final from earlier, Golden Knights double up the Maple Leafs 6-3. It's gone to a shootout, Lightning and Blackhawks tied at 1. In the second period, Blue Stars tied at 2. First period action, Flyers and Avs are scoreless. Flames out to an early 1-0 lead on the Caps on a Morgan Frost marker. 10 o'clock tonight, Devils at Canucks, Rangers at Sharks, Ducks at the Kraken. And men's top 25 basketball action for you earlier today. Number 24 St. Louis, 97-62 over St. Bonaventure. And right now in the second half, number 3 Michigan, 47-46 in a tight one, leading Ohio State. Well, that's going to do it for us here from Binghamton, but we're right back at it again tomorrow night. And, again, I feel like for 50 minutes, this was a really, really positive hockey game for PD. Things did not break their way in the last 10, that's for sure. But a lot of positives to take out of this game. I think the IceCats showed they belong. They can compete, and they can likely beat this Binghamton Black Bears team. Now, can they bring that same game again tomorrow night? Can they begin to play this way consistently for the rest of the season? Those are all big questions. But if they can, this team is poised to make some headway in the Continental Division. Well, I want to say thanks to Aiden Mulholland for producing this one tonight and making sure that we kept it between the lines, both audio and video. I want to say thanks to all the fans, as always, for tuning us in. And one more time, your final score here from Binghamton, 6-3 Black Bears over your PD IceCats. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.